Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Galactic Empire. In the last episode, we got actually two Legitimacy groups. We got our Tier 4, or Radama, which we're nearly done, and we also got a Tier 5, which we are going to get on Coruscant. We got an SSD, we got ours Dangor, so we're going to pop that in. Our Legitimacy currently stands at 63%, compared to 23 and 12 for Ariadu and the Greater Maldruid. Maldruid is kind of starting to fall apart, and the values, I think, are low enough. What are the raw values on that? We have 84, they have 31 and 17. So yeah, like hero deaths and planet losses are actually going to be pretty important. We're still trying to clean up some of these Hapens, because shit happens. Where are they coming in? Go to invade Obra Sky, right. And I'm going to move them back to Mandalore. And we have a slightly better defense on that. Then I'm just going to go to Sipcre with that. I might just auto-resolve whatever that is. It's not going to be a lot. It's just a level 1 station, I think. Then we don't have to worry about the Hapens anymore. So, what do we got for this? We have an Interdictor-class Star Destroyer, Eternal Wrath. We have Governor, Commercial Acumen, plus 30%. You're going straight to Coruscant. Then we have Xantis, the ATST Walker Man. Alright. So... Nope. Hello, Amberleen. Hypervelocity Gun... 2 ISDs on our side. We only have an XQ, though. A Hypervelocity Gun against Namo, or Ragab, not Namo. I'm sorry. That was... Is that racist? Maybe. I apologize. Thank you, Little Pip, for the 5 bits. Very appreciated. 550 pop cap against 200. If I can cheese appropriately with the Hypervelocity Gun, then we might be able to do some damage. Other than that, like, did this come from Commodore? I think part of the fleet did. Gonna be...
Heavy victories.
Go ahead, sir.
Cruiser ready.
Transmit orders.
Especially the fact that we just don't have the fighters. Did you integrate the CSA? No, the CSA can't be integrated. Integration is just Imperial stuff. If we can kill Ragab, I might consider that a win. I don't want to lose ships.
Your command, sir.
They're always going to be at an advantage, especially when we don't have the fighter right now. I need to remind myself somewhere to fix fighter spawns for myself, because that's been our biggest pain point in the playthrough.
What are your orders?
IPV reporting. Awaiting command.
Radio channels
Awaiting your
open.
command. We're on the move.
Cruiser here.
Eyes reporting in.
Commander on deck.
Okay, Ragab is actually coming in pretty fast himself. I don't know if I'm gonna Hypervelocity Gun him again. I think we're gonna hit someone else. Something else.
Hypervelocity gun.
Namely, that Liberty. There we go. We hit everything we wanted on that.
Go ahead, sir. Transmit orders. Signal coming through. I have the target in sight.
Awaiting your command.
Cruiser here.
Target at maximum firepower. Yes, Commander. Your command, sir.
Radio channels open.
Weapons ready.
Stations on standby.
Cruiser here.
Standing by.
Go
Gonna
ahead,
fly
sir.
you back.
Orders, sir. Awaiting your command.
Heavy victories. Standing Cruiser ready. Gun crew.
Transmit orders.
I don't want to lose the our ships. That's not supposed to happen.
Weapons ready, sir.
Increase power to weapons.
Oh,
Weapons, Commander.
Cruiser here.
Reporting
we
in.
kill some of them and then we leave.
Ready
Captain
to
on
receive
deck.
orders.
What are your orders?
Radio channels open. We'll make short work of them.
Especially because we can't stop these fighters.
Link active.
Cruiser here.
Retreat in progress.
They don't have an interdictor that I saw. I don't think we're gonna lose engines. Right. We are not in Dark Empire yet, Black Wolf, unfortunately. But we're close. All we need to do is integrate the Greater Maldrude or knock out someone. A nice hero in Ariadu. Ideally a... what's his face? A Delvardis. Something in the Delvardis range. Okay. You are coming to Coruscant.
Shuttle en route.
Coruscant is building Dangor. You are gonna go into that, and then you are going to go take Sifkri. Where's Thrawn at? Thrawn is still sitting at Stenos. Not the best use of resources. I don't think they're gonna be able to invade from this direction. I just mashed a button and it didn't work super well. We did want to see what was going on here. Sadly, this is not where Pterodok is currently. I think we'll get another probe droid.
Constructing unit.
And I'm going to move you from Coruscant back to Kuwait.
Clear for departure.
Construction complete.
Get up there.
Transmission received.
And where is my production of S1 Firehawks?
Vehicle
Just going to get more of them all there. Then our final Sifkri invasion. Will I lose a hero? No. I played with fire once again.
System
This time it
control
worked.
Achieved. Beginning construction.
Okay, we can move them out now. I think we'll just go down to Kuwait.
On our way.
We'll get, what's his face out of that. And that should all be better.
Complete.
So, ground forces, come up to Findar. Alright. We want you in Sereno. We want one on Roche. Then Thrawn,
Of
come down
course.
here. And we'll build up Stenos
Construction
with more
complete.
defense, as well as DeSevro. Then we don't have to worry about the north side as much. Even Mario.
Construction complete.
So we're making 20 grand a week. That'll be enough to transition into
Building under
even more. Let's not get that at Mandalore. Let's get that at Mercure.
Building under
Because what's your base value? Mercure... Actually get 100. More than I thought. Sifkri, you get 150. Wayland, you get 200. So a lot of those we're probably going to tax a little bit more. And Kuwait, we can buy some stuff for you there later.
construction complete.
Starting my run.
Alright, I'm just gonna move these up to that one. And this is our other fleet. That is eventually gonna be a fleet. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on Stenos then. Now let's see what's going on at Roche. Because if we can take Roche, that really puts a dent into Maldrude. It's harder for them to path around because they have to go all the way through there, and it's a big shipyard for them. Then we wouldn't necessarily need to defend Galanor as much. Because I'm not thinking they're going to be able to take Galanor until he's in Obraskai. Where's our nearest censorable?
Unit in production.
We got that. We want Stenos upgraded. We'll go for the shipyard first in each situation.
Building under construction.
Where else do we want something tradey? Probably you when we get to that. Sereno's open. They just have the artillery, the Corporate Alliance artillery. I think that's the newest of the Maldrude unit, or the CSA's units. There's nothing in space there, but we can probably take it, and then that's another good trade port for us too. Along with Tangren, that'd be a good one for Tangren. All right, I forgot about these guys too. This is perfect then. Let's get them all over here. And Mandalore, cash. You're gonna get cash once that's done. You can even get cash. You can get cash. New Republic took Bimisari from Greater Maldrude too. Alright. Let's see what that looks like. I don't want to make things boring again, but I am going to save. I'm starting to get too excited about what's going on. I need to circumvent any crashes. Like, once we have Dangor, it might even be time to try to take out Delvardis. If we can find him. Like, Delvardis or the Asserter. The New Republic hasn't been having as much luck against Ariadu Authority as they have against Greater Maldrude and us, honestly. But we take Dangor, we get Commodore back, and then we send him down to Ariadu in the south. And that locks us in for the endgame, I think. Especially, like, once we get the Eclipse, it's a victory lap. That's winning territory for us. How far along is he? Okay, you can just sit on Coruscant. It's actually really close. And this can start being an underground one. I don't like how that can just be killed. Oh, same thing with you. In Kua, you're not building anything. Let's get the Bastion, not the planet. Where's that probe? I need to just let it ride for a second.
Research complete.
Okay, Dangor into the Kuat fleet. Let's see what's going on there. Commodore. And how is Roche? Only 268. So we can put Thrawn in with that. We might want to combine just for this battle. I'm going to put you in here. I'm going to take you out. And I'm going to throw in more anti-fighter.
construction complete.
We shall be there shortly.
Okay, that's 343 now. But we'll check out Commodore again. Oh, how'd you get in? Oh shit, I left them undefended. I think we can hold that off.
Copy. I'll copy. Heading out.
Okay, let's see if we can get over to that landing zone.
This way.
Awaiting orders.
We also need to get to the victory point.
Ready for recon. Over
Well,
there.
the bikes can actually hold the victory point.
Almost there.
So let's just
Ready to
leave
move.
one here
In the area.
and put the other two at the other landing zone.
Reporting. Roll out.
Yes, sir. Squad, move out.
Awaiting destination. Scout trooper active.
Disappointed it's going to be an Epic exclusive. Yeah, it should only be Epic exclusive during
Yes, sir.
uh during early access.
Roger.
Hopefully they'll go to other platforms soon after.
Reporting in. Squad, advance.
They do have infantry. It doesn't show the first thing that gets landed. So they have one company of infantry and then the others are vehicles.
Move out. Right
But yeah,
away.
like they've said they're putting it on other platforms later, but they've said the same thing about Galactic Civilizations is my concern, and that was released in like April or May and still is only on Epic.
Scouting area.
But
On the way.
because I can understand early access in
Right
particular
away.
being
Heading out.
exclusive,
Heading out.
but with everything they've told me about
All out troops.
uh,
Let's move out.
why
Keep going.
they wouldn't do
Yes, Commander.
the workshop in the original Sins, not wanting to tie it to a platform, I would be
Awaiting orders.
very surprised if it's
Form up. Over there.
always an exclusive.
Copy.
Brigade standing by.
Like on the other hand, they did also like
I copy.
claim that because you could add,
Area, sir.
like I think the CEO once said about Galactic Civilizations, like the fact that you could put
Keep going.
the game in your Steam library by adding the EXE,
Over there.
that meant it wasn't exclusive.
Enemy in range.
You know,
Attack. Move to position.
That target.
you may take that however you wish.
Move out. Let's go.
Just give me a target. Tank brigade ready.
Where is... I don't particularly mind the platform as much myself. I've never done it. I don't know what the difference is for early access stuff between Epic and Steam are, but still, I don't love exclusives being a thing. I'm also far less likely to complain when an exclusive is a Steam exclusive, though. So there's a little bit of a double standard, but I also just think Steam's a bit more. It's less good for the revenue share for the developers, but yeah.
Ready.
Okay, I think we've killed most things other than the Swift Assault 5s.
Roger.
I don't know how they
Copy. Moving
would
out.
be able to beat us on that. It looks like that was some infantry that just popped in, though.
Reporting in. Moving out.
No, okay, I thought I saw the thing start to change. It looks like that didn't happen, though.
Squad, move out. Right away.
Well, I think Epic's cut is something like 12 or 13%, and Steam's is 30.
copy. Gearing up. Almost there. Scanning the area.
But depending on how much that cuts into overall sales,
Watching for the enemy.
I don't know how
Scouting
worth it
area.
is.
Weapons ready.
Our base is under attack.
I want you to attack the building.
Moving to that area.
Attack the building. Attack the building.
Fallout troops.
Just the building. Okay, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Okay, I didn't know the always online on that. That is super annoying. As someone whose internet is less reliable than I'd like as a streamer. Okay, I think we might actually be able to win on that. There's that. Okay. Did they get a field base? I think they did.
Unit destroyed.
Yeah.
Copy. Moving out. Advancing.
Oh, fuck.
Right away.
Alright, at least our stormtroopers just wiped the floor with them. Never mind. Not with those.
I copy.
I want a bike.
Move out.
I copy.
Hey, look at that.
Away.
Reporting.
Nice. Rip.
Order acknowledged.
Reporting. Moving out.
Yes, Commander. Moving to that area, sir.
Okay, they don't have a field base.
Heading out. Order, sir. Fallout troops.
Yes, sir. Heading out.
Reporting.
I feel like I could safely auto-resolve
Yes,
now,
Commander.
but I don't want to risk
Fall
that.
out, troops. Let's move out.
I'm just gonna use the bike to
Let's
try to
go.
find out where they are.
Keep going. This way. Ready. Over there. Ready for recon. Gearing up. Almost there. Scanning the
I
area.
think I just saw one of them explode.
Watching for the enemy. Scouting area. On the way.
Oh, look at that.
Ready to move. Moving out. Heading out. Fall out, troops. Targeting
So-
rebels. Awaiting destination.
Okay.
Let's move out.
If I just don't fly past that the same way, we should be able to kill those two.
Keep going. This way. Over there. Gearing up. Almost there. Scanning the area. Watching for the enemy. Scouting area. On the way. Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
There we go. That was kind of scary. I'm not big on the planet losses right now. None of those. Okay, we did want to send you to Commodore. We want to set up a Pathfinder. We're about to invade Commodore. Then we'll leave the fleet over Commodore.
Tactical battle imminent.
Right. Roche. It's 4 ISDs, a Tector. And I don't know if the Altor was still there. I didn't specifically look for it. I was looking at the triangles. Okay, the Altor doesn't seem to still be.
Choose your reinforcements.
Or maybe it is because they'd have to... They wouldn't be able to put them all in. Alright, Imperium. Try to do it this way. Then Thrawn.
Moving out.
Venators,
Fallout.
and anti-fighter. Lancer, we're not compensating, and extra
This
rocket,
way.
you're gonna
All
die.
sections at your command, my lord. Fire at will.
This way, we're not as worried about the fighter differentiation there. Let's try to take out the hangars on the fighters that do exist. Hopefully, we won't need to retreat.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Reporting in.
TIE interceptor here.
But if we do,
All sections at your command.
we'll have to get into that.
All batteries commence firing. Fire at will.
Into that interdictor.
Interceptor squad report.
All of these should spawn fighters.
Online.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
You pay credits to fix the damage on the SSD? Yeah, every week it'll take some credits to fix it once there's damage, but we don't have any damage right now, so we don't need to.
Engaging the enemy.
Reporting.
Roger that.
Alright, these bombers go for this one.
Ready for command.
These bombers go for the VSD.
He's headed
The
your
U
direction.
fighters.
For the Empire.
Admiral Thrawn
All
reporting.
sections at your command, my lord.
Doesn't look like most of those are bombers.
Narrowing position.
The bombers are mostly still hanging back.
All batteries commence firing.
I think we're getting some body blocking damage in there.
TIE squadron standing by.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Yeah.
Fire at will.
Yay, EaW jankiness.
TIE defender
Alright.
standing by.
I'm far less worried about our bomber situation, or our fighter situation than I was last
All
time.
sections at your command, my lord.
Bombs away.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
And you guys can actually
All sections at your
finish
command,
that one
my
out.
lord.
Where'd he
All
go?
batteries commence firing.
One of the best parts about fixing the asteroids is that we're going to be able to fix the random flipping. Or redoing the asteroids, rather.
Falling out of formation. Excellent shot.
Fire at will.
Wonder if I can get body blocking onto this one by aiming for that VSD.
Standing by.
I usually try not to take advantage of bugs like that, but
Weapons ready.
meh.
Attack position.
Super
We're on
Star
cruel.
Destroyer ready.
We're in precarious positions,
Engines activated.
All sections at your command, my lord.
which makes it alright, because when you alliterate, anything you do is good.
Power to the engine.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Anything that's alliterative is automatically good. And don't examine that too much. Because that would probably fall apart within like
Engaging
30 seconds of thinking of alliterative shit that's actually just
Enemies in
horrid.
range.
Intercepting.
Like pepperoni pizza. But also things that are like actually really morally reprehensible.
Squadron reporting.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Like pepperoni pizza.
All batteries commence firing.
Pineapple pizza. Not pepperoni pizza.
Copy.
Star Cruiser standing
Pepperoni
by.
pizza's good. Still actually on our shields here. Let's see. I'm gonna go Art of War on that.
We're being targeted.
Not really as much a downside on that as some of the other ones.
Fire at will. Engaging the enemy.
And taking out all the fighter bays is
Commencing attack run.
a big benefit to us as well.
You have need of my skills?
The only problem there
I already have a plan.
is that there are a ton of anti-fighter
Incoming.
Super
Corvettes
Star
coming
Destroyer
in
ready.
that way. It might end up making most sense to like kill this and retreat, but I also don't want to deal with any more units that get dropped in, so it might just be
At your command, my lord.
in our best interest to kill what we can and try to take everything. Especially if we can keep the fighters alive, because it looks like the anti-fighter is actually going more on the other side. Alright, the Venators... I think if we want to keep them safe, we gotta do that.
All sections at your command, my lord. All batteries commence
Get all the
firing.
weapons that are facing the direction that's gonna put pain in us. The point defense is just wrecking all of our assault conks from the Executor as well.
Engaging the enemy.
But I think Imperium is up to
Watch
the
it. It's coming around for another attack.
If we just tell it to focus on stuff on this side,
All batteries commence
by default it's still going to be shooting the other side as well. So I might want to just
engaging
take care of
the
some of
enemy.
that. Now that we have the weapons that are threatening the VSD, or the Venator Star Destroyers down.
All batteries
Returning
commence
to your
firing.
position.
Nice, pretty
Fire at will.
interdictor explosions.
Engaging the enemy.
I'll take care of this.
All batteries commence firing.
Get behind them. Yes, sir.
Okay, you're all bombers
Bombs deployed.
down there.
Squadrons.
Grab.
Changing course to intercept.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Okay, now let's see if we can hit the goal. And
I copy.
What is your analysis? Getting a lock.
Ron, can you get up to the Golan and VSDs as well, at least? VSDs, if nothing else.
Yes, Commander.
While our bombers and part of the
Ready for battle.
Executor takes out what's left of these guys.
Super Star Destroyer
Pursuing enemy
ready.
forces.
Fire at
I guess while they have
will. Engaging the enemy.
power to weapons on, I may as well just
Choose your
kill some of
position
them.
wisely. I have them now. Initiating attack.
They're gonna take extra damage. Okay, Kreb, you gotta try to hit those. Stop them from destroying our fighters.
Advancing on target. Reporting.
Or our bombers,
All
rather.
sections at your command, my lord.
Coming around. I've got them in my
All batteries commence firing.
One extra salvo on there should do it. Alright.
I got it.
And on
Engaging the
there.
enemy.
You are in need
Thrawn
of
will
expertise.
be able to get through the VSDs. They have no shields, so that'll be simple enough.
Form up.
Alright, bombers get back on this side. We're starting to get a few more of the customs patrol frigates on that, or corvettes on that side.
Target critical.
All batteries
Okay,
commence
Golan
firing.
3.
Thrawn reporting.
All sections
I may
at
not
your
be able to
command,
kill
my
the
lord.
Valaduja. If I can't kill the Golan, then I'm sad.
Admiral Thrawn reporting. The lasers are our target. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Yes.
That's all gonna go a little bit faster now.
Instructions received.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Venators. We should be able to send the Venators pretty safely over here.
All sections at your
And
command.
they'll even help with that remaining VSD on that side too. How is Thrawn doing?
Something to report.
He needs to stay on VSD duty. VS duty.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Because I don't want the Venators to suffer.
Awaiting orders.
Bomber squadron reporting.
Copy.
I've got him.
Super
Okay,
Star
I think that's
Destroyer
all
ready.
of their regular units. It's just whatever garrisons are coming back from the shipyard. And maybe some of these customs, like corvettes, are regular units as well. I think this playthrough did start before the reduction from the other corvettes, so those would be... that would make sense for the number.
Heading out.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Eliminating target.
Alright, I just can't let the VS or the Venators still take that much damage.
Star cruiser hit.
You are on the Victory.
Cruiser standing by.
You are on the Corvettes. And that's going pretty fast.
What is it you want? Engaging Engaging the enemy.
There will be no survivors.
I guess I'll get that. Okay, yeah. Should only be
All
on
sections at your command, my lord.
second row or the second set of those.
Superstar destroyer
Yeah, so
ready.
there's probably still one wave of Corvettes gonna
Engaging the
come.
enemy.
I'm on this one. I got it.
Defenders ready.
Getting a lock.
Setting up my run.
Form up.
All sections at your command, my lord. All batteries commence firing.
I can't switch position.
Not sure which are coming from
Where are the others?
Commander, they're hitting us.
IPVs. Nope.
Gun them down.
Superstar destroyer ready. Fire at will.
Unable to shake them.
Waiting orders.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Okay, that is a lot of their fighters
Fighters attack.
we don't have to worry about anymore.
Ready for the kill.
Under control.
Copy. I copy. Heading
Into the Golan.
bombers at the ready.
Superstar destroyer ready.
I want to have our path as clear for our bombers as possible once we get in.
Engaging the enemy. All batteries commence firing.
You have need of my skills?
He's headed your direction.
Obliterate that target.
But our defenders can
All sections at your command, my lord.
save Imperium Perpotentium from having to worry about these
Fire at will.
bombers from their side too.
Have a plan.
Okay,
Shields
we don't need the Vendors going that far up,
Superstar destroyer ready.
but we do want the Lancers going farther up now.
All sections
We're not
at
getting
your
as
command, my lord.
deep on the bombing runs that are coming for us.
Engaging
And the Golan's weapons are largely going to be unable to hit us right now, so we can kind of
fire at will.
focus things down in other areas.
reporting.
Superstar destroyer ready.
I'm going to tell the SSD to move
I have
straight in if I can.
possibility.
Copy that.
Comlink active. Bombs away.
Okay, be as proactive on this as we can now too.
Yes, sir. Watch for enemy
How many
ships.
fighters are left in the squadron? Still got 4. I don't want them fighting near the Corvettes.
Ready.
Weapons online. Reporting.
All sections at your command, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Fire.
Alright, that's nearly down.
Superstar destroyer ready.
And we're starting to get some Valaduja damage,
My lord.
which means
Let's finish him.
heavy bombers,
Fires reporting in.
our wings. Didn't get the name right.
I'll take care of
By
this.
bombers.
Enemy engines
Alright, and Venators. There is a flanking attempt coming from these Corvettes.
Getting a lock.
Superstar destroyer ready.
Just need to make sure we're kind of diligent with the
Analysis. Ready.
station there.
I'm waiting.
What are the specific stats again? It's cooldown, boost the combat strength, reduce ability cooldown. Okay, we don't actually have
All
the
sections at your command, my lord.
specifics noted there. Alright, this is working out to be less of a problem than I was afraid of.
My expertise.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Of course.
We didn't lose that many weapons on Imperium. I think we are actually just below 90%.
My lord.
So we're probably going to have to pay one round of damages.
Firing target. TIE interceptor here.
I assume.
Which means we're still in better shape than Alex Jones.
Targeting.
Ready for battle. Attacking the lasers.
Copy. Those laser banks are the primary target.
Blasted scum.
Standing by.
We are ready for this knowledge fight.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Okay, that's even more Corvettes down. I think we're through the rest of the reserves too.
Superstar destroyer ready.
Okay, the XQ is probably not the same level of threat to you right now, SSD, as the Valaduche is. Thrawn can fight the trade port because he's going to be heading in for the shipyard.
Sections at your command, my lord.
I copy.
My scopes are jammed.
But even the Venators are probably ready to hit the Valaduche.
Superstar destroyer ready.
One thing that I wouldn't mind for an EaW2 is like local shields. rather than one pool. Like if there were an interesting way to represent that.
Yes, Commander.
Because that tended to be how in-universe like handling shields tended to work, where like bombers would hit in one area and overwhelm them locally. And I think there could be some fun gameplay loops around that if you had a more tactically focused game with maybe some smaller engagements. I don't think it's a thing you would want to manage if you're doing like a trillion units, but I could see it being fun depending on like the scope and scale of battles.
I'm on this one. Interceptor squad reporting. He won't be around much longer.
That's the kind of finicky bullshit thing I'd want to try in Imperial Reign,
Under control.
but that particular one isn't viable.
Our target priority is the laser.
God.
Reporting.
I can't wait to see how negatively received Imperial Reign will be with all the random shit that I want to try if I get to it.
Bombs deployed.
I already have a plan.
Superstar destroyer ready.
Why did you ruin the game?
All sections at your command, my lord.
I have calculated the possibilities.
The lasers are our target. Reporting in. Copy. I have the target in sight. Copy that. Sir,
Reporting. Attacking the orders, sir.
I think we do want to kill these bombers actually, because we're getting close to the 80% mark, and that'll be 2 weeks of repairs. Not what we want. Nothing's ruined the game yet, right? I'm just saying, with any of the experimental stuff for Imperial Reign, the intention is to kind of play with how different stuff can work. Which some of it may work, some of it may not, but I'm sure there will be a non-zero amount of
Ready for command.
angry responses to it.
Sections at your command, my lord.
Because why make the same thing 5 times?
I'm waiting. Getting alarm. Stand in our way.
Assuming we can ever properly get to Imperial Reign.
Locking on. Enemies in range. Intercepting.
Hello, Alan? Okay, what do you got left for me? I feel like there's a Corvette over here somewhere. Oh, there. Nope, it's a ground unit. It's a ground unit!
Fire at will.
No! Come on.
Engaging the enemy.
Come on, just...
All
One heavy
batteries
turbo.
commence firing.
Yes! Let's fucking go!
Planetary control achieved.
Call me a TGA because that was lossless.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, this is not going to be lossless. Hello, Mr. Fishy. $99, 136. We could kill Mr. Fishy with this. Well, you can count the original Empire of the Hand.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, cool. We got there right away. Empire of the Hand being the original name for Release 1, which was the original Galactic Civil War mod, which was the original mod we were working on. An issue with your mods and others where I can't scroll through factions on Galactic Conquest and Skirmish when selected. You're not supposed to be able to scroll. The ones that are visible, like there's no scroll wheel for the faction select. The ones that are visible are the ones that are supposed to be there. If you've like edited one of the files and cut them off, then that would be a problem. But
Choose your reinforcements.
well, which two can you only pick? Because if you're in Fall of the Republic, it's only the CIS and Republic that you're supposed to be able to pick. And if you can only pick 2 in Thrawn's Revenge, that means you've messed up a file somewhere. Like, you've either installed a submod, or are running a submod, or have broken it yourself, in which case, reinstall the mod. Well, the Fall of the Republic mini-mod was still Fall of the Republic, whereas Imperial Reign is kind of the rebirth of Empire of the Hand, but Empire of the Hand was a separate mod.
Moving out.
Alright, I didn't read the name on that one. We got Sidious Slaw. Or like Sidious Slaw, which is probably what he made after being dropped into the reactor. Our first catch of the day. Look out for buzz droids. Strike cruising down the street. Host Telvani. CRN. Monkey. Drayton's Revenge. Tornado. Rock and Stone. No problem. Thunderchild. Renewed Vigor. Doctor is in. And Vader's Net. Because like when we started the mods, there were 3 mods we were simultaneously working on. There was Empire of the Hand, also known as R1, which was our Galactic Civil War mod. There was Fall of the Republic, which was Fall of the Republic, and there was Imperial Civil War, which was Thrawn's Revenge. It is now known as Thrawn's Revenge. Because Thrawn's Revenge was the name for all.
Transmit orders.
Okay, that's so close to being dead. I don't like how much damage that did, but they have a lot of ion cannon damage and less of the other damage.
Signal coming through. They won't know what hit them.
Okay, let's try to take out some of these other ones. And then after a while, at like 2010, we decided, or 2009, we stopped making Empire of the Hand and moved over to Imperial Civil War entirely. And we kind of dropped Fall of the Republic at the same time as well. And we canceled all of it, then we brought it back as just Thrawn's Revenge, Imperial Civil War. And then we brought Fall of the Republic back. Okay, we lost an interdictor there. Everyone these fighters. There might be some incidental fire hitting some of these guys. A little bit of body blocking. I don't think we're going to lose anything else. Well, they killed the interdictor, so they have the right to leave. Let's get the engines. Okay, not ideal. But then we also introduced the Yuzon Vong War mod, but we never really started on that. That was going to be a different one. Lost Vader's Net, which is sad. Let's see. Okay, that's not a problem. I can actually do this way. Yeah, like Ackbar, from what I understand, is a good hero. The problem that we do have is that one. Okay, so I think we need to actually send Dangor down to Bestine. Shit. They came in. Oh, never mind. This is actually pretty good. Thank you for the 12 bits, Pip. Very appreciated. I thought this was going to be a big problem, but instead it was a big opportunity.
Choose your reinforcements.
Specifically, Urxel, if you're still here, the resources file would be what would interfere with that. If you tried to edit the menus and then you just dropped it on the other one,
Right.
Like if you drop the Fall of the Republic menu into Thrawn's Revenge, the UI file, that would overwrite the faction selection Dropbox size.
Copy. Destroy the engines. Copy. Maneuvering.
Okay, this is going to be fantastic.
Reporting. Direct fire on the engines.
Captain on deck. Moving the sector.
Go ahead, sir. They won't survive.
I hope they try to retreat.
Destroyer standing by. Order confirmed.
All the poor little Gallifreys.
Loose missiles.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Firing. Coming around.
I copy.
Targeting at maximum
Attack
firepower.
position. Attack position. Commencing attack.
Stand by. Attack.
God.
Heading set.
They got like 5 units out there. That's it. Okay, I think that's a good place to save as we prepare for getting in the rest of these. We might get invaded over Sky. But we got Roche. Thrawn is still not moved back. We might even want to move Thrawn over, though, separately. But we will save. And Maldrude should be integrated next time. Because I think we're 1 jump out from each of their planets, so we should be able to scout out Pterodok. Kill him with that. That's at least a huge drop in their legitimacy. We're getting at least 1 or 2 more of their planets. If the New Republic takes 1 or 2 more, then that's an integration for us. Which I'm probably going to try to get Lantilles and Galanor, unless Pterodok's on one of them. If we can integrate them that way, or even if he is, like we can kill him in space and then not take the planet that way. But we're in a good position. I think New Republic's still a big problem. That's kind of what we wanted. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.